Eno Sarris was on Ben and Woods earlier this morning, and he talked to the guys about why Jurickson Profar is off to the hot start that he is. Here is that audio.
Heard stories about working out with the Tatises in the Dominican Republic during the off season, and now I'm kind of wondering whether this is a new and improved Jurickson Profar or just a Jurickson Profar who's gotten off to a hot start and is going to regress to being the player we've seen the last couple of years. And you've got some thoughts on that, Eno.
Yeah, because I was just looking through the leaderboards for this segment, and I noticed that the Padres are top 5 in runs scored. They're getting on base. The power is iffy, and they're last in the big leagues, I think, in barrels. Barrels are sort of a measure that track how well you hit the ball in terms of exit velocity and the right angles.
Which is tough because Manny Machado's among the leaders, which means the rest of the team is really not hitting a lot of barrels.
Right, and so then I was like, the thing that I thought was a big problem was the bottom half of the lineup, a couple positions like first and left, I thought were going to be a problem for the Padres. And then I saw, Hosmer and Profar are off to hot starts. But if you poke under the hood of like the source of the hot starts, they're pretty different. So Hosmer is basically, he's swinging at more pitches outside the zone than usual, so he's swinging more often than usual. Profar is totally different. If you look at the stats that become meaningful quickly, and that one of those is chase rate, totally different in chase rate, has completely changed his chasing. And he doesn't swing at balls low anymore, low outside the zone and low. And the other thing that you see is barrel rate. He's had half as many barrels this season already as he had all of last season. So he's hitting the ball with more authority. And then you look at the heat maps, and what you see is that Profar, I think, is targeting the high fastball. And Adrian Beltre once told me, if you target the high fastball, the low breaking ball looks worse. And so I think that's sort of what's coming together is that, you don't expect a guy to hit the ball a lot harder this far into his career at 29, but you can hit the ball further and higher if you target the high fastball, because that ball goes further and higher when you touch it. That's what Adrian Beltre said. I just have to touch it. And so Profar is just touching the high fastball and spitting on everything low. And I see enough process differential here. I think that this guy is going to be an above average player. I think he's going to be really important to shoring up and lengthening that lineup. And I think they might have gotten a little lucky because you wouldn't expect this. But at 29, he's a different player.
Alright, so getting to what Eno Sarris was saying here, Jurickson Profar really targeting pitches in the middle and up in the zone. Here's all of his home runs. First one, middle away. So this one is middle. It's not down, it's not up, but it's middle, and he really focused on that pitch and attacked it, and that's ended up being his first home run of the year. Here's his second home run. This one, as you can see, is that higher pitch that Eno's talking about Jurickson attacking. Here it is again. It is middle, high, definitely more up than his first home run, and he's attacking it. Look at that bat flip. And so there goes the celebration, and then here's his third home run at Petco. This one's middle. So he's more focusing on that middle pitch and up. Again, middle, there it is, home run. There's still the low pitch that he's hitting. It's just he's not hitting the low and in and the low and outside pitches according to the charts, the heat maps. And then here's his last one. This one's middle, little middle up, little outside, and he attacks it. Home run, fourth home run of the year. Middle, he just attacks it, just like Eno said.